This video brought to you in part by these fantastic sponsors.
Greetings, Masters, and welcome to the channel. I am the Shotgun Shogun, and the notorious Nobu is back. This time we're getting the Berserker flavor, and let me tell you, it rocks. Nobu Berserker is going to be rocking 10,146 attack as well as 10,023 HP at level 80. Stats-wise, she isn't anything special, and when it comes to max HP, only the future Jalter Berserker is actually lower. Red is dead Berserker deck of 3 Buster, 1 Quick, and 1 Arts. 3 hits on that Quick, 2 on the Arts, and a staggering 6 hits on the Buster with 5 on the extra attack. With a Star Gen of 5% and a Star Gather of 10, you would imagine that Nobu would fall in line with other SR Berserkers in the not great at get stars club. But with the massive amount of hits that she's rocking on her Buster and Quick, it means that any sort of star generation is going to be creating a respectable amount of stars, and we will get into that later. BBQ will get you around 19 to 18 stars just on base, and is pretty delicious. NP gain on attack is 0.93 and defense is 5. And like Star Gen, because of the amount of hits on her cards, her NP isn't actually that bad. If you're leading off with an Arts card and following up with a Buster and a Quick, it will net you almost 31% NP gain. Even just leading off with someone else's Arts card, she will net about 5.5 NP on a second or third card Buster. Both of these get even better with skills. First up is Foolish Murder Style A, self-evasion for a turn and Buster performance for 3 turns. This is actually pretty solid, as normally you have to pick hard defense or Buster up. This one gives you 3 turns, so you can use that evasion to skirt some incoming NPs and then follow up with damage the next turn. It is on a pretty long cooldown, however, being 6 turns at level 10, but for at least 3 of those turns you will have 20% Buster increase. Up next is Asumori Beat B. One thing that Berserkers have a hard time with doing is creating NP, HP, and stars. Well, take all of those and slap them onto one skill. For 5 turns, you will be gaining from 5 to 10 stars, 300 to 500 HP, and 3% flat NP per turn. And this extends to the rest of the party. 10 turn cooldown, dropping down to 8 at rank 10 means you will have this up more often than it is down. Also, if the effects do look a little familiar, it's because this is basically Merlin's Garden of Avalon, but with different numbers. Last but not least is 6th Heaven Demon King of the Beach, A-. Poor Star Gen and NP were solved with her second skill, and well, Star Absorption is covered by this one, increasing Star Absorb and ignoring evasion for 1 turn, and well, if you're farming in Fuyuki or like Northern Wall or Nippur in Babylonia or Shinjuku or the battlefield in the upcoming Shimosa, you will also get an increase in damage for 3 turns, but definitely wouldn't bank on it. The nice thing about this is at max, it is a Star Absorb for 1 turn on a 4-turn cooldown, meaning that not only can you best those dodgy evaders more often, but you're going to be soaking up those stars when you need them. And on the main stage is the Nobunaga, the rock and roll. Buster Anti-Divine single target Noble Phantasm with 12 hits, dropping 600 to 1000% damage and doing extra damage to divine enemies. Overcharge is going to be 150 to 200%, and this actually stacks multiplicatively with all other buffs, meaning that if she sets her sights on a divine being, it is likely that they will get their faces melted with the rifts and the damage she's dropping. Wrapping it all up, she does come with Madness Enhancement C to increase that damage by another 6%. Sure, it's not much, but when you consider it comes into play on all but 2 of her cards, it is a very nice increase. Material-wise, she's not too bad for Ascension. She needs 18 fluids, 30 stingers, 4 wines, and 6 claws. The stingers will probably be a pain, but otherwise not too terrible. Skills, however, pretty rough. 36 fluid, 20 shells, 6 wine, 8 gallstones, tall order per skill. If you are going to level up her skills, I do suggest going with Atsumori Beat followed by 6th Heaven Demon King and leaving Foolish Murder Style for last. While you will not be using the Burning Field effect very often, when you do get a chance to use it, it is an attack buff that has a 75% uptime. You will find that maxing out her third skill will let you crit very easily and very often as well. You will want to use CEs that make up for Nobu's less than stellar Berserker attack. So running Golden Sumo is great as it stacks multiplicatively with the buster up from her first skill along with her Noble Phantasm. Joint Recital is also good, providing buster damage as well as crit damage to make her second and third skills even more delicious. Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, well, that is kind of made for her buster damage and Noble Phantasm damage, and since you will be using her NP often, well, if your team is set up right, this will help out quite a bit. Now, when it comes to teams, Nobu loves being slammed between 2-3 arts toting casters so that she can take advantage of her buster card's hits to make more beautiful music. Hans fits this perfectly, seeing as he too can increase stars and crit damage. If you have access to a Merlin, it's a no-brainer on that one for sure. Shakespeare, Helena, and even the Preza King bring something to the table for this bodacious Berserker. Overall, Nobu's kit is very, very well tuned to both increase the overall effectiveness of the party as well as herself. She does come with a hard NP counter and a great crit synergy. The one downside to her kit is that unless you are on a burning field, you're not going to have an attack up skill. If you are looking for a single target Berserker, Nobu is easily one of your better options. If you like running full Zerker groups, well, she brings great synergy with those teams as well, providing stars as well as NP gain. Really though, at the end of the day, it's a Nobu, and I will always roll for Nobus. So let me know down in the comments if you are going to be rolling for Berserker Nobu, and if not, what are you saving for? I hope you did find this enjoyable. If you did, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, drop me a like and a comment, and I will catch you next time. Take it easy, Masters. Peace.